Good evening, everyone. Hi, Surendra. Good evening. Mehak, good evening, beta. Vishakha, good evening. So, last chapter, payment of tax. Hi, everyone. See, I'm live and I want you people to be there too. Mehak, thank you for the compliment. Good evening, Gayatri. Acha, do you people have any doubt? While others are, Abhijit, good evening. I know it will take time, 5-10 minutes. If you have any doubts, Sushmita, good evening. Isha, good evening. Nikunj, good evening. Ajay, good evening. Gaurav, good evening. Harshal, good evening. Akriti, first time you taking my class, no? Nah, Mehak, no, not at all. Writing section is not important. But the point is, since in the question sometimes they ask, according to Rule 88B, according to Section 138, then it becomes a bit tedious. So, it becomes difficult. So, if you know them, it's good. See, Akriti, I know everyone in the class. I know everyone in the class. I'm very good in knowing each and every student. So, Akriti, मैम recorded class कर रही हूँ आपकी. अच्छा, Akriti, you were doing the recorded class. Okay. So, this is the last class which we are doing 1-to-1. है ना? अच्छा, how do you, are you able to get it? I am straight sitting here from the office. So it is like, bus park kariye gaadi and I'm here. Okay, okay, Akriti. Any doubt? It's an easy chapter. Anyone with any doubt can ask me. Clear, ma'am, return. Very good. Shall we start? Or we should wait for 2-3 minutes? How's weather at your end? Here it is too hot. It's 47 degrees. Ma'am, e-way bill, is it complete? Yeah, beta, it is complete. You found something which was not there in the notes? Then ask. Yes, ma'am. Do I covered each and everything? अच्छा, shall we begin now? हाँ हर्षल, यहाँ तो बहुत ज्यादा गर्मी है. मतलब it is going out is getting yourself sun roast. Even in the evening also, the same thing continues. राजस्थान है ना? हाँ हर्षल, राजस्थान है, जयपुर. अच्छा, shall we begin the class now? शुरू करें, है ना? ठीक है, आ जाओ, चलो, we'll start with the class. This is the last class. और before Q, ma'am, in the evening maybe cool weather in Rajasthan. Mehak, it is, but the point is it is too hot till 8 o'clock also. You don't feel comfortable. You can't go out because इतनी गर्म हवा है. So है, गर्मी है, बहुत गर्मी है. ठीक है, before Q. Okay. अच्छा, shall we start क्या? चलो, we'll start the lecture. We'll start the lecture. Beta, today is an easy one. Today is an easy one. It's not a typical one. Payment of tax. And when I talk about payment of tax, let me take a right color. Payment of tax, it comprises of section 49 and 50. It has only two sections. It has only 2 sections, 49 and 50. Easy chapters. And there we go. What we'll do, first of all, we'll understand that. Okay, so let me explain you first. When I get my GSTN, everyone now listen to me. When I get my GSTN, good evening Sridhar. Anna, when I get my GSTN on my portal, I get 3 accounts. 3 accounts. Dhanlakshmi, good evening. Okay, the first one is E-liability register. The first one is E-liability register. The second one is E-credit ledger. Please see the words. It's ledger. This one is register, whereas this one is ledger. And the third one is E-cash ledger. But till now we were waiting for everyone, and I feel everyone, there are still more left. But now we'll start, and please listen to me carefully. Once they are done, then it's just a reading portion left with us. When I have my GSTN account done, when I am registered under GST, when I open the portal, I get 3 pop-up, 3 account available with me. One is known as E-liability register. The other one is known as E-credit ledger. And the third one is known as E-cash ledger. It is known as E-cash ledger. Now please understand, the first one is register, whereas the other 2 is ledger. We've got a form number also with them. Now let's see the form number. The form number is liability register is GST PMT01. When I talk about credit ledger, it is GST PMT02. And when I talk about cash ledger, this is GST PMT05. We must know about them now. There are 2 options available to us. One, when we do debit and credit entries in these accounts, either we take our viewpoint or we take the government viewpoint. Please everyone, we need to take it government viewpoint. So now the question is for you people. You people are very good in accounts. If I am government, please listen everyone. If I am government and you people are vendors, you are registered under me. Liability for me is what? Liability for me is what? An asset or actually a liability? Though the name is liability, but for government what it is? Yes, for government it is always asset. So wherever there is a, yes, for government it is an asset. Wherever liability will increase, it will be debit. And whenever liability will decrease, it will be a credit. Have you people understood? Take your time and digest. It's not from you people point of view. It's same like a bank account, right? So as per this account, liability account, it is from the viewpoint of government. Whenever you make outward supply, you get your liability increase. It will not be credited, rather it will be debited. Have you people understood? Have you people understood? Perfect, perfect. I am waiting for everyone. You should see from the, yes, Abhijit. In this case, we should see it from the eyes of the government. Yes. The next one. The next is E-credit ledger. You people give me answer. For me, for you people, this credit is an asset because you are restoring it for further payments. But for me, is this an asset or a liability? For government, what it is? An asset or a liability? Liability. So, beta, whenever any increase in credit ledger is made, it's a credit entry. And wherever any decrease in it made is a debit entry. You've got it? Perfect. Now, cash ledger. Okay, for you it's an asset, but for government it's a liability. So whenever an increase is there, it's a credit. Whenever a decrease is there, is a debit. Have you people understood? Have you people understood the whole concept? So whenever we do debit credit, take it from the viewpoint of government. You'll never get confused. There is no point of taking assessee's viewpoint. The first thing which I need to tell you. So now just understand. First of all, there will be relevant definitions. We'll also do it. Then first is electronic cash ledger. This is GST PMT 05. What it is? GST PMT 05. If you are not able to learn it, listen to me, I'll make you learn. 5 rupees ka sikka. Sikka means cash. So the form is GST PMT 05. Then government will always be bothered about liability register. So the first register is GST PMT 01. And the last left is, yes, GST PMT 02. Are you people able to get all the three? Yes. GST PMT 01, 02, 05. Then, in the last class also we had a talk about interest on delayed payment. If you make the payment of tax delayed after due date, you will be attracting under section penalty under section 50. The first three topic deals with section 49. Are they the books of account? No, Abhijit, they are not books of account, right? And last, transfer of input tax credit. What are the rules to transfer input tax credit among distinct person? There are other different conditions, which in last we'll do it. So have you understood the whole framework of this chapter? Have you understood the framework of this chapter? Done. Now we'll understand. Now we'll read it. It's a simple chapter. Won't be taking more time. In the GST regime, for any intrastate supply, taxes to be paid are central GST, that is CGST, and going to the account of central government, and the state GST or UTGST going to the account of concerned state government. So, whenever we have intrastate supply, the levy of GST is CGST plus SGST. CG goes to central government, SG goes to state government, or if it is UTGST, it will go to concerned UT. This is the first paragraph. Then the next one is, for any interstate supply, tax to be paid as IGST, having component of both CGST and SGST. In additionally, certain category of registered person will be required to pay the government account tax deducted at source and tax collected at source. My class will answer. I will only make diagrams. Beta, if my sale is interstate supply, I have to levy IGST. IGST will be collected by central government, though it's a combination of CGST plus SGST, and the respective credit of SG state government will be granted. That was the first one. This is the second one. Third, we also have a provision of TDS and TCS. Who will write me the section? TDS का section क्या होता है? What is the section of TDS? Very good. 51. And TCS is 52. Can anybody tell me? Can I pay TDS and TCS by using credit ledger? I am DDO. Very good. For this, only cash ledger has to be used. Very good. Can I ask you one more question? The credit of TDS and TCS will be available in GSTR 2A. True or false? Yes, Nikunj, very good. True. Harshal, it's true, na? It won't be available in 2B, but it will be available in 2A. But however, this will be depicted in GST PMT 02. Yes. This will be depicted in easy. Sorry. 05. Sorry, I'm sorry. It will be depicted in my cash ledger. Have you people got it? Right now, this we already did. Yes. Now, in addition, wherever applicable, interest, penalty, fees, or any other payment will also be required to be made. Now, I'll tell you. See, interest will be under section 50, which is there in our course today. Then sometimes you get penalties, which I told you now they are not applicable to you under section 47. Then sometimes you need to pay various fees and any other payment. These things are also to be made by the registered vendor. Now, before going through this, understand one thing and then we'll come back to the slide. There it is. Okay. Everyone listen. Whenever you get a liability, liability stands for GST PMT01. Your liability. Beta Vishakha 02 is credit ledger. Liability is 01. Anna? Okay. Whenever you get a liability, that liability is categorized into two heads. Please understand, it's categorized into two heads, major head and minor head. Major head is all your taxes, IGST, CGST, SGST, UTGST and compensation cess. Then, and the minor head, you have to pay tax of IGST, then you have to pay the interest, you have to pay the penalty, you have to pay the fees or any other sum due. You need to pay any of these. This is what, please understand. The tax can be paid using GST PMT02 as well as 05. You can pay the tax through cash ledger also and through credit ledger also. But these minor head can only be paid through GST PMT05. Yani you can pay the minor head only through cash ledger. Have you understood the point? Your tax liability can be from credit ledger also and from cash ledger also. You can set off both of them. But when you talk about interest, fees, penalty, other dues, then it could only be from the cash ledger, not from the credit ledger. Have you people understood? That is what is written there. Done? Ma'am, for cess also we have na beta na. We don't have that. Now we'll understand. See, introduction of e-ledger is a unique feature under GST regime. Harshad, when I go there, I'll explain again. Now, electronic ledgers or e-ledger are of two types. Tell me, true or false? There are three types of ledger or two types of ledger? How many types of ledgers are? Yes, two types of ledger. One set is very good. The one is register. The one set is prepared and updated by taxpayer, electronic cash ledger and electronic credit ledger. The second tax set is prepared and updated on the basis of return furnished by the registered person or a tax authority, which is electronic liability register. Who will tell me? How will my liability register will have a debit? Think about and give me answer. How? My a registered person liability register will have a debit. Debit, beta, when I'll file the returns. Please understand. Please understand. Once you file the return, see, I'll tell you. Once you file the return, yes, you will show your output tax liability. Output tax liability. And once you show your output tax liability, it will have a debit balance. It will have a debit balance. Either you will pay from credit ledger or you will pay from cash ledger. Have you people understood? Now, this output liability, either you will pay from cash ledger or you will pay from credit ledger. Now, once a taxpayer is registered on the common portal, the two ledger, cash and input tax credit ledger and an input tax liability register will be automatically opened and displayed on the dashboard all the time. So we've done this already. Now, definition of certain key term. We've done it many a time. What do we mean by output tax? It means GST chargeable on taxable supply of goods and or service by the taxable person or by the agent of taxable person. So that means output tax, but exclude tax payable on reverse charge basis. You people tell me. I took a service which was liable under RCM. The liability, the onus to pay taxes on me. But tell me, is this my inward service or my outward service? Is this my inward service? Very good, Nikunj. I need answer from everyone. Harshal, how could it be outward? Karan, how could it be my outward? Did I provided the service or did I received the service? I received the service. So this is my inward services. Okay. I'll ask you another question. Will it be included in my aggregate turnover? Will it be included in my ATO? Very good. No. Abhijit have asked me, included in, very good, Nikunj. Abhijit have asked me, ma'am, is RCM paid through this? You people have to answer. Haan, bhai, Abhijit is asking everyone, can RCM be paid through credit ledger? Tell me. Yes, Karan, perfect. I need answer from everyone. Yes, RCM has to be paid only through GST PMT05, only through cash ledger, not using credit ledger. Perfect. Now, the next. Who's a taxable person? Taxable person means a person who's registered or liable to be registered, 22 turnover or 24 compulsory registration. Then, payment to be made in GST regime. We already done this. If it is an intrastate supply, it's CGST and SGST. If it is an interstate supply, GST has to be paid. And wherever applicable, you have to pay interest, penalty, fees, or any other amount also. Beta, what will we call this amount as? From now onward, what will be called this amount? Very good. From now onward, we'll call it minor head. Perfect. Now, so e-ledger. E-ledger comprises of, the whole GST e-ledger framework comprises of cash ledger, credit ledger and liability register. Now, we are doing the first one, electronic cash ledger. And the form is, already there are only two sections, 49 and 50. The three ledger are depicted in 49, whereas interest liability is depicted in section 50. So, we are doing first one, cash ledger. Beta, what balance will it show? Credit or debit? It's a cash ledger. What balance will it show? Very good. Everyone, perfect. Credit. Now we'll read it. It's an easy one now. The electronic cash ledger contains a summary of all the deposit, payment made by a taxpayer. Electronic cash ledger is maintained on the GST common portal. Perfect. Any deposit made towards payment of tax, interest, penalty, late fees, or any other amount will be credited to the electronic cash ledger. I hope you people have understood this one. Whenever payment, it will always be as a bank. Yes, Avijit, bilkul, it is just like a bank statement. Whenever I'll make a payment, it will not be debited. Rather, it will be credited. Next, any debit to the electronic cash ledger represent payment therefrom towards any interest, penalty, late fees or other amount. You people tell me, I have a debit entry in my cash ledger. What do I depict? Think about and give me answer. I have a debit entry. Debit entry in my e-cash ledger. What do I depict? Yes, it depict I have made the payment of either major head or we don't make a withdrawal, na beta. We make a payment of either the major head or a minor head. In case I get a refund, then also it will have a debit entry. Now, the deposit in the electronic cash ledger shall be made through any of the following mode, namely. So, shall we do it like this? This is GST PMT05. I need to make a payment in it so that I can pay a major head or a minor head. For sure, it will be attached to my bank account. Don't you think so? For sure, it will be attached to my bank account and I'll make a payment online. I'll make a payment online, or in certain cases, I can make the payment offline going through a bank by using check, counter facility, things like that. Have you understood this? Huh, beta, Vijit, online RTGS? Now we'll see how can we make payment over here. See, I can use a internet banking through authorized bank. I can use UPI, Unified Payment Interfaces. I can use IMPS, which is Immediate Payment Services. I can use a credit card or a debit card through authorized bank. I can do a NEFT or RTGS. You've got the answer over the sheet only, but still I'm asking, beta, if I'm giving a check, is this a online or a offline? If I'm giving a check, beta, yes, it's an offline. Perfect. That's what is on the other word. Now, payment of deposit in electronic cash ledger, you can use internet banking and credit the amount in it without limit. Same as debit credit card, same as UPI, same as NEFT, RTGS, IMPS. But if you are making the payment over the counter using your checkbook or any cash payment, then maximum 10,000 per challan per tax period can only be made. But let me clear the word challan for you. Let me make the word clear for you. Beta, one challan is for one tax period. One tax period. I did not say for one tax. That means IGST will also be here. CGST will also be here. SGST will also be here. Minor head will also be here. Everything in one challan. But if I'm filing return monthly, then I can make 12 month, that is 12 challan. If I'm QRMP, then I have to file quarterly return. Then I'll make quarterly challan. So it depends upon me. If I'm a composition dealer, then also I have to make only 4 challan. So important thing is these challan has to be up to maximum 10,000 per tax period. Have you people got it? Yes, Abhijit, in that case, we need to make more. Perfect. Now we'll read about it. Over-the-counter payment through authorized bank for deposit up to 10,000 rupees per challan per tax period by cash, by check or demand draft. Have you seen all the 3 words? By cash, by check or by demand draft. It may be noted that the restriction of deposit up to 10,000 rupees per challan in case of an over-the-counter payment will not apply to be deposited to deposit to be made by. Let me explain to you. The limit of 10,000 will not be applicable in these certain specific cases. And what are the cases? If the payment is made by government department or any other deposit to be made by person as notified by the commissioner in this behalf. See, always government take an exemption. Then what will be the consequences of challan limit? Vedant, I've got a question that if we've got a liability of 2 lakh, what will be the consequences of challan? Beta, challan will be made only up to a value of 10,000 rupees. If you are exceeding 10,000, please make a payment online. Or if you are making the payment under prescribed thing, then you can make the payment without limit. So the first thing is, if the person who is making the payment is a government department or any person authorized by the commissioner can make the payment in any amount limit. Then the next, proper officer or any other officer authorized to recover standing dues from any person, whether registered or not, including recovery made through attachment or sale of movable or immovable property. If recoveries of dues are made from you people, and if you are unable to give the money, the first of all, your immovable property will be sold out, and then still the amount is left, then the movable property will be sold out. In that case, no limit of a monetary limit in case of challan. Then the next one is proper officer or any other officer authorized for the amount collected by way of cash, check, demand draft during any investigation or enforcement activity or any ad hoc deposit. If some kind of investigation activity, enforcement activity, proper officer came and said, "Itne ka challan hum aap pe jari karte hain, we issue a challan of so and so sum," then in that case, no limit to make a over counter payment of 10,000. Have you understood? Point B नहीं समझ में आया बेटा? I'll tell you थोड़ा सा detail if you not. When we get insolvent ना, or we are in a situation to unable to pay debts, we are unable to pay debts, then what do? Acha, there is all the taxes comes under land revenue. All the taxes comes under land revenue. If you are not able to pay them up, first of all, they sale off your business asset to get their recovery done. If not done, then they'll come to your personal asset, and that too, immovable property. And still it is not available. They'll go to your personal asset. And what kind of property? Movable property. So this is what we call here attachment or sale of movable or immovable property. So if you are not able to pay your tax and attachment of property have been done, then you can pay cash up to any monetary limit. Have you people understood? Understood. Okay, bhai. So this is, I like this example more better. Non-applicability of over-counter payment limit or deposit to be made by. See, if proper officer or any other officer have authorized you by to recover the outstanding dues, Hana, including attachment and attachment, proceeding, sale of movable, immovable property, to collect the amount by way of check, cash, demand draft, under any enforcement activity or investigation, or if a commissioner authorized such person to pay any such limit. Or the last one is government department. So tell me, if I ask you a question of 3 or 4 marks, are you people able to write it? When the limit of 10,000 is not applicable in case of challan, are you people able to write it? Yes. See, government can make any payment without limit, or proper officer can authorize you under any enforcement activity, under any attachment of movable, immovable property, or the last one is commissioner can authorize so and so, right? Now we'll go ahead. Payment made through challan. Now we'll understand payment made through challan. Manual or physical challan are not allowed under GST. Now let me tell you the process. See, my bank account is associated with GST PMT05. My bank account is associated with GST PMT05. Once I need to make a credit entry over here, I'll draw a challan. In GST PMT06, I'll draw a challan. And everything will be done on GST portal. So tell me, can I do it physically or manually? Everything will be done on the portal. So can I do it physically? No, I can't do it physically or manually. It is mandatory to generate challan online on GST portal. There is a single challan prescribed for all the taxes, fees, penalty, interest, other payment to be made under GST. Just look here, over here. We've done it here itself. See, there is single challan for the major head also as well as minor head also. Just point to be noted is that one challan per tax period. Then e-challan is valid for 15 days. Now listen, I've made a challan. This challan when I made, ma'am, is the challan paid through check from only registered? Yes, Abhijit, from registered bank. I'll explain. Okay, beta suno. Once I created a challan, this challan is valid for 15 days. So that I can make a payment in my GST PMT05. Then we have any unregistered person has to make the payment on the basis of temporary identification number generated through common portal. So if you have to make a payment and you're not a registered person, then in that case, you'll be getting a temporary identification number. Can anybody tell me when will I get temporary identification number? I'll be very happy if you give me this answer. Wow. Everyone perfect in case of CTP and NRTP, because in that case, advanced GST has to be made. Very good. Perfect answer. Now, under GST, CTP, very good. Under GST system, generate e-challan. Now we'll see how it doesn't usually is asked, but still we'll go through it. On registration, very good, Abhijit. Any person or a person on whose behalf can generate a challan in prescribed form GST PMT 06 on the common portal and enter the detail of amount to be deposited by him towards tax, interest, penalty, fee or any other amount. Now, next question of mine is, name any other person who can make who can generate GST PMT 06 on my behalf. In the last class we did. Name. Very good, Nikunj. I did answer from everyone. Yes, I got an answer. Very good, Samiran. GSTP. You people remember there is a drop down box. There I need to tick. Yes, what functions will be appointed by me, will be given by me to GSTP. There it was there. Then the next is e-challan valid for 15 days. The commission for making payment through e-challan has to be borne by person making the payment. But of course, if I'm making a challan, the commission of making challan will be borne by me. That's very, very much wrong. Then the mandate form obtained after making NEFT, RTGS, IMPS payment has to be submitted by the bank. The validity of mandate of form is 15 days. I'll tell you what it means. See, when I made the payment through the challan, my account will be, you people answer. When I make a payment, see, if I got a IOB account and I make a payment of that through that, my account will be credited or debited? My account will be debited or credited? Yes, perfect. My account will be debited. My account will be debited. Perfect. A challan will be generated. A challan will be generated. And tell me, which of my account will be credited? Which of my account will be credited? Think about. Very good. My e-cash ledger will be, liability nahi Vedant. My e-cash ledger will be credited. Very good, Samiran. GST PMT 05 will be credited. So see, now that is what is. That it will take 15 days maximum. That's a maximum period. Now, on successful credit of the amount in concerned central state government, account maintained in the authorized bank, a challan identification number will be generated by collecting bank, which will be indicated in the challan. See, once the amount is credited in my e-cash ledger, then I'll get a SIN number of a confirmation that my account has been credited. Have you people understood? Yes. Okay. Then on receipt of SIN from the collecting bank, the said amount is credited into the electronic cash ledger of the person on whose behalf the deposit is made, and the common portal will generate a receipt to this effect. Then, if SIN is not generated, we assume the situation. Beta, my bank account is debited. My bank account is debited, but my cash ledger is not credited. That means मेरे खाते से मेरे अकाउंट से पैसा तो निकल गया, the amount have been debited, but it has not yet been updated on electronic cash ledger. Have you understood the situation? Now what will I do? Have you understood the situation? Payment default. It's a kind of a default. Yes. So if SIN is not generated, even after making payment and submission of mandate form, or when after generation, it has not been reflected on the common portal, the person making the deposit of the person on whose behalf the deposit has been made. Imagine. So, I have SIN number, but my account have not been updated. My GST PMT 05 is not generated, or my account is debited. My bank account is debited, but the SIN is not generated. In that case, what can I do? can make a representation in prescribed form, which is GST PMT07. See, it is getting all line wise. 5, cash ledger. 6, challan. And 7, if any discrepancy, through the common portal or a gateway through which the payment have been made. Now, date of credit, very, very, very important. Okay, let me explain you first and then we'll do it. Come over here. Beta, one date will be if I am going dash, I can present a check. What will be the fill in the blanks? If I am going dash, I can use a check. What will be? Vishaka, solvent nahi re. If I am using dash facility, I can draw a check. Online, offline. Yes, Karan. Perfect. If I'm using an offline facility, then I can use a check, a demand draft, or over the counter. So one day is when, yes, perfect, beta. One day is when I have presented the check. Will it be the date when the account will be, the date when it will be assumed that my cash ledger is updated? The answer is no. One day will be when the payment is made from my account. Will this date be the date when the credit in my cash ledger will be taken for? No. The answer is date of credit of amount in account of government by debit of electronic credit cash ledger or credit ledger. It says the right answer will be, it will be the date when actual entry in your cash ledger is made. If you made the payment through your bank account, then it will be a date of entry of credit entry. And if you are making any tax liability through it, then the entry will be a debit entry. Have you people got it? What we'll do? Have you people got it? Done? Can I give you an example? Can I give you an example? Think about and give me answer. 20th Feb. I filed GSTR3B. See, Abhijit, now you'll understand. But at 20th Feb, I filed GSTR3B. I make a payment through my bank account, through IMPS, NEFT, RTGS, whatsoever. And my bank account, I'll say Punjab National Bank, PNB. Okay, my bank account got debited on 20th Feb. And I was leased for it. Ha, bhai, I made the payment. But in my cash ledger, the credit entry was made on 22nd February 2026. Now tell me, will I be liable for the interest penalty or not? Will I be liable for the interest penalty or not? Now you people got it. Because 20th Feb will not be considered. It will be the date when actual credit debit entry made, and that date was 22 February. We made a mistake of 2 days. Have you people got it? Beta, Sridhar, it will be liable na beta. Have you people got it? Date under ledger. Harshal, yes, that's what the point is. Now we'll read it. See. Date of credit into the treasury of state government, central government is deemed to be date of the debit in electronic cash ledger and not the actual date of deposit of amount in e-cash ledger of the taxable person. So when such payment will be made into the respective government account, then we consider it to be the date of actual payment. Have you people got it? Vijit is asking, Beta, when you've got cheese online, then you need not to take care of these things, right? Okay, next. Manner of utilization of amount reflected in electronic cash ledger. I'll ask you. Tell me something which could be paid only through cash ledger. This question is for you people. Tell me something very good. See, I'll write down. I've got one answer. Very good. Very good. Very good. I've got one more answer. Can anybody tell me? I know, Nikunj, you wrote, but I'm asking others also. See, in my answer, am I missing something which should be there? I have an answer. Nikunj have given me, but I'm asking you people. Is there something I'm missing which should be there? Minor head, it's there, beta. Think more. RC, and RCM is also to be paid through cash ledger, na? Yes. Now this we'll read it. Now it's very easy. See, Section 49 of CGST Act lays down the following. The amount reflected in the electronic cash ledger may be used for making any payment towards tax, of course, the tax, the interest, the penalty, fees, or any other amount in the prescribed manner. So we've got it. This is a major head, whereas this is a minor head. Then we've got in the e-ledger, information is kept minor head-wise for each major tax. The ledger is displayed major head-wise, which is IGST, CGST, SGST, UTGST, and cess. Each major head is divided into 5 minor heads, and tax, interest, penalty, fees, and other. See, I told you in the second slide only. Have you understood this paragraph, or I need to explain you again? The concept of major head and minor head. It's the same thing. See, I've already done this with you. Says, yes. Anna? Now, a registered taxpayer can make cash deposit in the recognized bank through the prescribed mode to the electronic cash ledger using any offline or online modes prescribed by GST portal. The cash deposit can be used for making payments like tax liability, interest, penalty, fees, and others. Have you people understood? Okay. I've got a question from Harshal, if I'm not wrong. Ma'am, do cess also have minor head? But usually the main taxes have the minor head. Okay. Then we have transfer of amount. What tax comes under Are Dhanalakshmi? Beta there. Interest comes over here, penalty come over here, fee come over here, and others. If any kind of penalty levy is applicable on you due to any kind of inconsistency, that also you have to pay through it. Okay? Now, transfer of amount reflected in electronic cash ledger. First of all, I'll tell you. Yes, very good. Vedant has given me a very good word. I'll tell you all and tell me, are you people in favor what Vedant says? Vedant has said electronic cash ledger is like a GST bank account. By that account, we can pay out our GST liability. And I'm adding, and if in last is something left, we can claim for refund. True or false? This is what Vedant have written. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. Very good. Yes. Now, transfer of amount in electronic cash ledger. First of all, I'll explain and then we'll go through it. See, I have a liability of GST, the tax liability. Okay. I did not file the return timely. So I also have, sometimes we need to restore the bank account. Yes, yes. Cess also has minor head. Because usually it doesn't, it's a cess, but if you're making any you are making any deficiency, you are not making payment of cess on timely basis, then these head could be attracted, right? Then these head could be attracted. Because you've got it, then it comes. Yes, perfect. Now. Pele, listen, and then answer, and then we'll read it. See, I've got in my IGST liability register, I have an element of rupees 10,000 as a tax one. And in minor head, I had some kind of interest of rupees 1,000. So it makes I need to have an amount of 11,000. But what I did, I made a challan in GST PMT 06. I made a challan where in the major head I shown as 9,000 rupees, and in minor head I wrote the amount as 2,000 rupees, and in totality I deposited 11,000 rupees through my bank account. Now tell me, there is a mismatch, no? Though the major head was 10,000, I showed it only 9,000. What do you say? Tell me, what do you say? Is the interchange of amount should be permissible or not? What do you say? What's your take on it? Is the interchangeable amount should be permissible or not? See, I'm getting not permissible. Okay. Okay, Isha have said yes. She is the only one who said yes. Okay, I'll ask in the other way. Now you might get it very easy way. I've taken a home loan. Understand? Should be free by automatically. Abhijit, we need to file it. No, we have to put the amount, right? Okay, I'll give you an example. I have taken a home loan from LIC. And I say, don't take LIC. I have taken a home loan from IOB. Okay, I also have a saving bank account in IOB. Every month on 18th, my installment get debited from that loan account. So what I do, I maintain an amount of rupees, say 1 lakh in my loan account, so that my installment, say my installment is of rupees 80,000. So I maintain more of balance over there. One day I need some money. So from my loan account, my loan saving bank account, I took 20,000 out. What do you tell? What do you say? Is it allowed or not? I need money and there was extra amount over there. So I took 20,000 from there because I need that money. That's allowed now. So why you people are saying this is not allowed over here? Both the account are mine. I have deposited from my account 11,000 rupees to government. What am I asking? I'm only asking, just let me use it for the other minor head. Let me use it for the minor head or for a major head. Now tell me, don't you feel it should be allowed? Don't you feel? Yes, exactly. It should be allowed. But just government want, just let us know. By filing, we have 09 somewhere. Yes. But just the government says, but please do let us know that yes, that you people are changing the amount. So we have to file GST PMT 09. Have you people understood? Then I'll give you the other example. Have you people understood? Okay. Second example. I've got a liability of IGST. I've got a liability of SGST. Right? IGST was 10,000 rupees and SGST was 5,000 rupees. I need to pay 15,000 rupees through my bank account and I have to make a credit in GST PFT05. By mistake, what happened? I deposited 15,000, but SGST I did 10,000 and in IGST I did 5,000. What do you say? Interchange will be allowed or not? Now you will have a right answer. What do you say? Interchange will be allowed or not? Yes, allowed. Allowed, Dhanalakshmi, it will be allowed. These are mine money only, na? But I have to file form GST PMT 09. Shall I read it? Yes. Now read. Section 49. The amount must say yes. The Section 49 of CGST Act 2017 facilitate, it's giving you a facility, a registered person to transfer an amount from one major minor head to other major minor head in the electronic cash ledger, or to transfer any amount available in electronic cash ledger to electronic cash ledger of IGST, CGST of a distinct person, provided there is no unpaid liability on electronic liability register. We've got one more point which I have not explained. Okay, one more thing. Have you understood the above two examples? Shall I proceed with the third one? Shall I? See, this is my unit 1. This is my unit 2 and both are distinct person. And both are distinct person. Here in GST PMT 05, I had 1 lakh rupees cash available under IGST. And there I have to pay IGST of 70,000 rupees. Now the thing is, one option. I should open GST PMT 05 and get a top up of rupees 70,000 so that I can pay over here. Or the other option is, can I shift this 1 lakh to my unit 2, to my distinct person? What do you say? Yes or no? What do you say? Can I transfer this credit? Yes, I can. But I have to tell the government by filing GST PMT 09. 09. Have you people understood? Have you people understood? But yeah, have you people understood? Can I just take a minute? One call is coming again and again. Just give me 1 minute. Just 1 minute. you're a person who's registered on my pen. We both of our units having a same pen. That's my pen. So we both are, what are we both? We both are, what are we both? Sridhar, can you answer me out? We've got a same pen. Both are registration on the same pen. What are we both, beta? Yes, we both are distinct person. We both are distinct person. Now the thing is, I have a cash available. Very good, Sridhar. I have a cash available in my cash ledger. And you need to pay the same amount through your, as your liability. So what do you say? The person is same now. Can I transfer my cash ledger to you? What do you say? It should be allowed or not? Can I transfer my cash ledger to you? Yes, it should be allowed. Very good. But there is a one condition. And the condition is I should not have any liability, liable or pending on me. I should have paid all my dues as per the due dates. This is the only thing. The next point is the amount available in the electronic cash ledger can be utilized for the payment of any liability of major head or a minor head. For instance, the registered person has made a deposit of tax erroneously by virtue of human error under a particular head instead of a specific head. See, here we did it, no? Somewhere, here. We did it over here. Okay? The same can be transferred to respective intended head while using GST PMT 09. Have you people understood the whole concept? Beta, have you people understood? Perfect. How many points were covered over here? How many points were covered over here? 2, 1. How many points were covered over here? Now, Vijit. Yes, 3 points were covered. 3, Sridhar, 3. See, 1 point was minor and major. The other one was from one head to the other. And the third one was distinct person. So, we covered 3 points. Now, we'll go ahead. Further, a registered person may on the common portal transfer any amount of tax. Ma'am means जो गलती से भी हुआ है वो reverse कर सकते हैं. Harshal, don't say it reverse. Rather say it, we can transfer it. है ना? हाँ, yes. Now, interest, penalty, fees or other amount available in electronic cash ledger to electronic cash ledger of central integrated tax of distinct person as specified in section 25. Right? Inform GST PMT 09. So we know it. I can transfer my balance in cash ledger to my distinct person by filing GST PMT 09. Then the next one is, however, no such transfer shall be allowed if the said registered person has any unpaid liability in his electronic liability register. We did this also. My liability was already pending. Then I cannot transfer this amount to any of my distinct person. Then this form GST PMT 09 can be used either for how many activities can I use GST PMT 09? This is the other way asking you the question. Yes, 3. We did it right, no? Yes, this could be asked, right? So, transfer of erroneous deposit under any minor head of a major head to other minor head of the same major head. Transfer of any amount already lying unutilized under any minor head in electronic cash ledger, or transfer of any amount lying in electronic cash ledger to electronic cash ledger of CGST, SGST of distinct person. The same thing, inter, intra and distinct person. Then we'll do the question now. Messrs. Daksh Enterprise has made a cash deposit of 10,000 and a minor head tax of a major head SGST. It has a liability of 2,000 of a minor head interest under the major head SGST. Now the thing is, state whether Daksh Enterprise can utilize the amount available for the payment of interest. So, yes, of course it can. So answer is, a registered person is allowed to transfer the amount available under any minor head of a major head to any other minor head of the same or other major head as per section 49(10) of CGST while using the form GST PMT 09. Therefore, in the given case, amount of 10,000 available under minor head tax of a major head SGST can be utilized for the payment of liability 2,000 and a minor head interest of the same major head after making a due transfer entry using GST PMT09 from a minor head tax to the interest. Have you people understood, or I should do it again? Take your time. Have you people understood? What does it say? Understood. It's just said, I have a liability of SGST. Explain with example. I know I'll get this, Hana. Not understood. I'll explain it. Under SGST, tax amount, the topic is tax. I had rupees 10,000, which is there in GST PMT 05. Now, and the same SGST interest. I have a liability under GST PMT 02, 01. Under GST PMT 01. Now you people tell me, can I use this amount over here by filing GST PMT 09? Tell me, can I do that? Intra. Yes. Everyone who said explain, please. Have you people understood? It's only the language which makes it difficult. Otherwise, the concept is very simple. Yes, yes. Now, the next one. Input credit ledger. So, my question to you people is, which have we done, Abhi, yet? What have we done? Cash, credit or liability? Which one have we done? Yes, we've done e-cash ledger. Yes, we did e-cash ledger. So, Section 49 of CGST Act provide that the self-assessment input tax credit by a registered person shall be credited to his electronic credit ledger. You already people know that credit ledger is auto-populated. That is, you need not to make a entry. So whatever you from 2B you said, this is available to me. It is available over here. Non-utilization of ITC for a tax liability under reverse charge mechanism. Okay. Tell me, if I have paid a RCM, please tell me, if I have paid a RCM liability, what have I used? A cash ledger or a credit ledger? What have I used? Yes, I have used a cash ledger. And such payment will be depicted in my, I made the payment to government. Now this will be depicted in my, yes, GSTR 2B, that is credit ledger. Have you people understood? Yes, beta, GSTR 2B. Okay, it will be shown in my credit ledger. I could take the credit of the tax paid by me under RCM. Have you people understood? Or I need to draw a diagram? But I made a liability of RCM. Though I was liable, since I was liable, I have made it through cash. That is what the rule is. But that for me, it's an inverse supply now. I'll take the credit and such payment will be available to me in GST PMT 02. Harshal understood. Second point not understood. Beta, I'll explain it. I'm liable under RCM. That means I'm a recipient. I paid it to government. Government. What have I used? GST PMT 05. I've paid it. Now the point is, in my GST PMT 02, such amount will be available as ITC. Have you understood? Haven't you done ITC? We used to make for RCM, we used to make two entries. One for the output liability while calculating, and the other one is in the input tax credit available. We used to do that, no? That's the same thing. Under ITC, we do that, no? Shall I? Now, the next. The amount available in the electronic cash credit ledger may be used for making any payment towards output tax under CGST and IGST. Very true. In relation to a taxable person, means the tax chargeable under this act on a taxable supply of goods or service made by him or by the agent, but exclude the tax payable by him under reverse charge basis. Thus, ITC cannot be utilized for the payment under reverse charge mechanism. That you people know. Through credit ledger, you can't make a liability of, you can't pay the liability of RCM. Have you people understood? Have you got it? Perfect. Now, input tax credit as self-assessed in the monthly return will be reflected in the electronic credit ledger. Who will tell me which monthly return? You already wrote, I'm asking it the second time. Which monthly return you will get them? GSTR? Nikunj. Beta, your credit will be shown in which monthly return? Yes, it will be shown in 2B. In fact, 2B. Isha, 2-1 is an outward supply, beta. Okay, now, then the credit in this ledger can be used to make the payment of only tax, but not other amount like interest, penalty, fees, etc. Condition of use of amount available in electronic credit ledger. So we've already done, beta, now we'll do all the rules. Rule 86 says that credit ledger could only be used for making outward tax liability. Only major tax amount, not the minor amount. Have you people got the first rule? Have you people got fees in the GST portal means? Because sometimes you make delay payments, you've got delay filing fees. That time payment, you've got interest. And when you file the return late, you've got fees and penalties. That's what the fees word is all about. Now, in case the commissioner or an officer authorized by him in this behalf, not below the rank of assistant commissioner, has a reason to believe that ITC available in the electronic credit ledger have been fraudulently availed or is ineligible, he may, after recording reason in writing, prohibit the use of ITC for discharge of any liability under section 14(9) or claim any refund of any unutilized amount. Hanji, we've already done this. If, ma'am, ITC excess over the liability, then it is set off. I've got a question, but before answering this, let me explain this provision. But if the commissioner or any of assistant commissioner, not below the rank, has an opinion on me that I have used the ITC which is in excess of what is available to me, then in this case, whatever ITC is available to me in further, they will not allow me to take the credit. Neither they will allow me to take the refund. Tell me, have you understood? If I have availed ITC of those things which were not allowed, I availed them fraudulently and I'm caught over for that. Then in that case, I cannot use my ITC nor I can claim the refund from my ITC ledger. Have you people got it? Okay. Okay. Now I've got it. I've got a question from Sridhar. We'll answer. ITC is excess over the liability. Excess over the liability, then it is set off from amount ITC or not? Sridhar, I am unable to understand the topic. Rewrite it, I'll answer. Or in the gap, I'll answer. Okay. Now, order of utilization of input tax credit, right? So we'll see the order. See, if it is IGST, you know it from class 11. If it is IGST, first of all, it's your duty to get IGST rid of. Use it for utilizing the credit of IGST will be used for paying the output liability of IGST. Still left? Then it's your choice. You can use it for the payment of CGST, SGST, UTGST in any order. Now the point is your ITC have been over. So we'll take it like this. I've got a ITC of rupees 1 lakh. Now the thing is my output and this is of IGST, right? My output IGST is rupees 50,000. Then I've got an output SGST. I've got an output CGST of rupees 30,000. So what shall be my course of action? The answer is, first of all, I should use it to pay my output IGST. Paid. Still left is 50,000. Yes, still left is 50,000. Now I have to use to pay the output tax liability of CGST and SGST. My choice. So I decided to pay 30,000 over here. It is nil. Now I'm left with 20,000 rupees. I use it over here. Now still 10,000 left. This I will pay it through GST PMT 05. Have you people understood? Yes, yes, Abhijit. This is a question related to ITC adjustment topic. Yes, beta. Okay. Next. ITC of IGST has to be completely exhausted first. It is mandatory. Mandatory. Now we'll talk about credit of CGST. Use it first for CGST. Still left. You can use to pay IGST, but not for the SGST. Not allowed. Now, if it is ITC of CGST have been utilized fully before utilizing SGST for the payment of IGST. I'll read it again. ITC for CGST has to be utilized fully before utilizing SGST for payment of IGST. Yes. The point is, first of all, utilize your CGST first. That is, I have a credit of CGST. I can't directly make a payment of IGST. First of all, I have to make a payment of CGST. Have you understood? See, I'll make it an example. I have a ITC of 1 lakh, which is of CGST. Which is of CGST? Now, liabilities are output tax liability of IGST is rupees 50,000 and output tax liability of CGST rupees 70,000. Tell me, which one should be utilized first? 50 or 70? Which one should be utilized first? Perfect. Beta, it has to be Dhanalakshmi. First, beta, 70. CGST to CGST. Still 30 left. We'll use it in IGST. Have you people got it? Yes. First CGST from CGST. Yes, from IGST. Perfect. Now, the next. If I'm talking about SGST and UTGST, first of all, use it for SGST and UTGST. And still left, you can pay IGST, but you can't pay CGST. The CGST credit cannot be utilized for the payment of SGST, UTGST, and the SGST, UTGST credit cannot be utilized for the payment of CGST. Have you people got it? Yes, we've done this only. Have you people got it? Yeah. So, condition. Acha, tell me, shall we take a gap for 10-15 minutes? Shall we take a gap? Ma'am, this is also read in ITC chapter. Yes, Sridhar, we did it in ITC chapter. Harshal, I'll give you 10 minutes. I also need 10 minutes. Hana, from office straight away, I'm sitting over here. After completing 86A. Okay, bhai, I've got Avijit that, ma'am, after completing 86A, we'll take a break. Okay, we'll take a break after 86A. We'll read, this is the last one. In case of a commissioner, or an officer authorized by him in this behalf, not below the rank of assistant commissioner, has a belief that ITC available in the electronic credit ledger have been fraudulently availed. Beta, we did this. He may, after recording the reason in writing, prohibit the use of ITC for discharge of any liability under Section 49 or for claim of refund of any unutilized amount. So this we did. And from 86B, we'll do it after a gap of say 10 or 12 minutes. Shall I? See, this is 7:16. 12 minutes. Perfect. So by 7:28 or 30, we'll be back. Okay? Okay. Okay, bhai. Today I'm also taking a break. Okay? I'll be joining within 5-6 minutes. Okay? Let me have a glass of water, a cold water. Okay. Within 5-6 minutes, I'll be back. Otherwise, it's a break of 15 minutes. Okay. If anyone have doubt, can ask me. Okay, Mehak. Anyone is there in the class? Yes, Nikunj. Sushmita, can you people please help Mehak that how she's asking? I had no idea, ma'am. Whatever link from Telegram provided by technical team, I couldn't join. Please ask anyone on my behalf how to join it, and it will be very helpful. Can anybody wait forwarding? Okay, Nikunj is forwarding, beta. हाँ Nikunj, I will forward me the mail. I'll forward it in the group. हाँ आराम से take your time. Okay, ma'am, Karan have asked a question. Ma'am, if we take ITC, which is block, then department will block ITC ledger? Yes, along with the penalties. Yes, if you have no, it is being done fraudulently, intentionally, yes, along with the heavy penalties. And interest will also be applicable to you. Ma'am, I did not understand the generation of Challan, GST, PMT. Sushmita, it's a very simple thing. Just have a basic idea about it because it's a procedural aspect. What it is, my GST PMT 05 is linked to my bank account. Whenever I have to make an entry, which I need to make a debit entry from my bank account and I have to pay it in the favor of the government, the respective government account, then I use a form, a challan, which is GST PMT 06. In that challan, I fill the amount that I need to pay a major head of SGST. I need to pay a minor head of IGST, CGST, and I had a total of such amount which is debited from my bank account, right? And it is credited to the respective government account. This challan, once generated, is valid for 15 days. 15 days. If there is a case that my account have been debited, but my respective GST account has not been credited, in that case, I can ask for the discrepancy by applying in the form GST PMT 07 to the portal. Have you understood? It's a simple one. There is one more point. Once the challan is generated and a respective entry in my GST portal is made, then SIN is generated. So that I have an affirmation that yes, the amount have been credited to the respective government account. This is what the point is. Karan, I'm waiting. हाँ आराम से take your time, Nikunj. I need that. We'll help Mehak out, है ना? I can ask technical team also. Technical, ma'am, do we give reference to the payment made in the challan? Do we give reference to the payment made in the challan? Yes, we give reference. नहीं, Mehak, that's okay. We are here to help you out. है ना? Technical team, are you there in the class? Hello? Sir, can we help a student? These people want the Telegram address where they can join it. अच्छा नहीं होता लिंक.
मैं सेंड करता हूँ संकेत जी.
हाँ है ना, बच्चे पूछ रहे हैं मुझसे. अच्छा, one more I got a. हाँ Nikunj, take your time, है ना. Dhanlakshmi have asked me a question. Liability ledger created when vendor payment is pending, ma'am. Liability ledger is created when the payment vendor payment is pending. Dhanalakshmi, technical issue is there while you are writing this out. Nikunj have given me, see if I could do it for you. I cannot write it. Why so? Technical team is helping. Nikunj, edit nahi ho raha. Matlab, you can send it to all. Yeah, I know that, but it is not getting cut, copy paste. If I'm trying, no. Okay, I'll try with this also. Okay, I'll do one more option. This works out. I am unable to do it. We've got one more question. Nikunj, I have asked the technical team also. Acha, you won't be able to cut paste. It's a Zoom chat. That's why. Yes, Nikunj, I am unable to do it. No worries. Okay, I've got one more question from the Lakshmi. Liability ledger is for government, ma'am. Yes, you can say it. Because for them, it's like a asset, no? They'll get the amount of so and so payment. Hannah? The point is, I can't write this out. This is still, I'll try. Achha, just click on that. It will open in your browser. Then and I've already written this out. Let me. It's on the last verse now. D, after D, it is L. Mehak, I've sent to you the link. And we should mention the section also. Nahi, Abhijit, not required. Until unless you know it, yes, for surety, that's the section. Mention it. Otherwise, let it be. Without section also, you will get the marks. It's difficult to write as it is. It can be capital I or nahi, I did it in the right way. If it is a small one, I've did it in the small, otherwise the capital. I know it's difficult, but I did it. I hope, Mehak, you are able to join it. Now, shall we proceed to the class? Everyone there in the class, shall I start? Done. So we'll do it further. We've done already 86A. 86A says that you've taken more of ITC, though you are not eligible to take. Now we will do 86B. Now let's see. Rule 86B restrict the amount available in electronic credit ledger which a registered person can use to discharge his output tax liability to 99% of such tax liability in cases where the value of taxable supply other than exempt supply or zero rated supply in a month exceed 50 lakh. Beta, we've already done this provision, no, in ITC of 50 lakh rupees, right? So, provision, there were exceptions also. Yes, and that's what 86B. Now, electronic cash ledger, GST PMT 05. Section 49 enumerate about the three kind of ledger, auto updated on common portal. This we already done. Define, I don't know, but it's there. That means something new is there. That is electronic liability register, while the term electronic cash ledger or credit ledger are defined in the Act. Yes, I said that it could not be a. Okay. What is defined under the CGST Act? The answer is electronic credit ledger and electronic cash ledger. And what is not defined? What is not defined is electronic liability register. Then the term electronic liability register is not defined. This section is laid down all the liability of a taxable. Are you people able to see the link which have been sent, shared by the technical team? Yes. Mehak, please copy it from there. Perfect link. Perfect. Mehak, you can copy it from there, beta, now. Right? The link have been sent to you through the technical team, right? Now we'll continue over here. Okay. So this section laid down that all the liability of a taxable person will be recorded and maintained in a separate register called electronic liability register. So it says whatever your liabilities are, it will be shown in electronic liability register. Have you understood the format? What is defined in the Act and what is not defined in the Act? Have you people understood? Okay, very important. Okay, first of all, let me explain to you and then we'll go ahead here, right? Have you people understood the word? Have you ever heard about the verb circuit breaker? Have you ever heard this word circuit breaker? No. Okay, so this is an electricity I'll explain. This is an electricity, say it's a connection of fan, right? So there is a switch which actually when we push it, when we press it, it gets switch on or it gets switch off. What is actually happening in that switch? When you put it off, then the circuit is breakdown so that the electricity do not passes and the fan stops. And once, if you want to switch it on, you press it and you again maintain the whole connection and the switch, the fan is switched on. So actually that switch is nothing. It's a circuit breaker. Why do I took a word circuit breaker? Now understand. First of all, you people answer and then I'll answer. My GSTR3B of the month of May is pending. Can I file GSTR1 for the month of June? Tell me, can I do that? We've done the chapter return. See, there is a circuit breaker now. Until unless you make sure your previous returns are filed, you cannot file the forward, the subsequent return. The same thing is over here. Now I'll explain. If your tax liability of previous tax period is pending, then you can't make a tax payment of the current month. Your duty is to make the payment of the previous tax period before. Have you understood? Have you understood? See, it will be very helpful through the example, right? See, tax due related to previous period should be paid first. This is the rank 1. Then tax due related to current period should be paid after that. This is the rank 2. And the third one is any other due, including demand determined under section 73, 74, 74A. Yani penalty, fees should be paid in last. Have you got the order of discharging the liability? First, the past tax period. then the current tax period, and then all the other dues which are levied upon you. Have you understood? Right? That. Now we'll read it. Okay? So first, all the dues of past period. First, all the dues of current period. Second, and then whatever the penalty have been levied under section 73, 74, 74A will be paid in last. And the best part, these section need not to be learned as these are not there in the course. Now we'll read it. See. The chronological order in which the liability of taxable person has to be discharged is first, the self-assessed tax and other dues for the previous tax period have to be discharged first. So that was the first order. Then, and the self-assessed tax and other dues for the current tax period have to be discharged second. So that's the second order. This sequence has to be mandatorily followed. The expression other dues referred, we already know beta. Other dues means the minor head. Have you people understood? Have you people understood? That. Then we have presumption that incidence of taxes passed on. First, I'll ask you people and then we read it. Acha beta, you people have bought goods from me. I made an outward supply to you all, right? And I filed GSTR1 where it was there in your GSTR2B. I filed GSTR1. I filed your GSTN and it has been reflected in GSTR2B. And I also made the payment. While filing GSTR3B. Tell me, at my end, have I passed the tax incidence to you people? Tell me, at my end, I don't know what is there at your end, but from my side, have I passed the incidence of tax or not? Yes, now this is what is written. Now we'll read it. Subsection 9 of 49 contain a deeming clause. This part of the section provides that when a taxable person has paid the GST, see I said I paid the GST, under the corresponding act. Yes, Anil, I did my all the duties. Anil, where were you? The taxable person is deemed to have passed the incidence of such payment of tax to the recipient of such good or service. Thus, if the tax have been paid under CGST Act, the taxable person is deemed to have passed the incidence of such payment of CGST to the recipient. So it's an easy clause, deeming provision. Now, another one, debit to electronic liability register. Okay, bhai. Who will tell me if it's a debit, from where this debit would have been come? If I'm making a debit in electronic liability register, how will it be formed? From where it would have been coming? I've got a debit in electronic liability register. From where will it come? Dhanlakshmi. Yes, Nikunj have given me answer, right? But I think about na beta. If it's a cash, intentionally I draw two arrows so that you get confused, and you people got it also. Cash ledger and credit ledger. Acha, this is liability register, beta. Liability register is an asset for government. It will have a debit balance wherever the liability increase. Tell me, where will you get from? GSTR1. And when the payment will be made, we will not have debit balance. Rather, we'll have credit balance. Understood? From where the outward liability, this liability register will have a debit from the outward supply made by you. Have you people understood? Okay. Okay, now all the amount payable towards tax, interest, late fees, any other amount as per return. See, return. All the amount payable towards tax, interest, penalty, and other amount determined in the proceeding by a proper officer. Yes. See, we've got two. One, whatever return I have filed, or in case I have not filed, whatever proceeding have been there on me, then the next is, or ascertainment by the said person, any interest amount that may accrue from time to time. So, the debit in electronic liability register come through self-assessment, one, by assessee, by the proper officer, and the third, other dues. If you are paying delay, you're filing your return delay, then it will be from proper dues. Have you people got it? Have you people got it? Okay, I've got a question. Samaran is asking, ma'am, for inward supply, electronic credit ledger will credit and outward supply will be debit. Is it correct? Yes, Samaran, just think it from the viewpoint of government. Yes. Okay. Manner of making payment. Think about, this is no need to learn. Manner of making payment. Ma'am, can you explain the topic with an example? Yes, I can. We can. There it is written. Okay, tell me. We'll make an example. The example is over here only. GST PMT01. It will have a debit balance. So I filed GSTR 1 where I showed 10 lakh rupees and outward supply at the rate 18% GST. Tell me, with what amount my GSTR PMT01 will be debited? You people tell me. With what amount my GSTR PMT01 will be debited? Yes, by 1,80,000. I got a debit. I got a debit. Perfect. Perfect. Next. I did not file GSTR 1. So proper officer filed, said that you are doing some kind of hiraferi, some fraudulent activity. And he said you've got a deemed sale of 10 lakh on which 18% GST is available. Now tell me, where will it be shown? Where will it be shown? Where will it be shown? Yes. No, it will not. Beta, it will be shown in GSTR PMT01 for rupees 1,80,000 because that is what the proper officer is saying, that I have made an outward supply which I refuse to show. So that's covered under the same thing. Then I got some interest liability penalties also levied on me of rupees 5,000. Where will it be shown? It will also be shown in GST PMT01. These are the liability which I need to pay using either the credit ledger or the cash ledger. Have you people got it? Then I'll ask the next question. These are the liability which I need to pay either using cash ledger or credit ledger. Who will tell me which liability cannot be used by credit ledger? Which liability cannot be used by credit ledger? It is 1, 2, 3. You can write me 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay. 1 I've got 3. That's it. Nothing else. Beta 2 also. Beta 3, 2 also. When proper officer make a demand, you can't use ITC. The answer is both 2 and 3. Now we'll read it. This is what is mentioned in the coming slides. Now, through debit of electronic, take a deep breath. Take a pause of 5-10 minutes. Do understand the concept of debit and credit. If you are able to get it, this is just a reading portion. But make it very clear. What are we doing? First of all, it's a debit in electronic credit ledger. Electronic credit ledger is GST PMT 0202. Whenever the credit, very good, whenever the credit increase, it is always credited. But when we use it, it is, who will tell me? I'm using the credit ledger. What will happen to it? I'm using the credit ledger. Yes, it will be debited. it will be debited. Have you understood the concept of the debit? Then I'll ask you the next question. Have you understood the concept of debit? Now see. Through debit of credit ledger of the taxpayer maintained on the common portal, only tax can be paid. Haan bhai, have you understood? Can I use it for minor head? The answer is no. That means the debit can be made only for main tax element. Have you got this paragraph? Have you got this paragraph? It's an easy one, but you need to learn it. Yes, only for then. Next one. Debit to electronic credit ledger and credit to electronic liability register. Next, my GST PMT02 have been debited. What do it depicts? That I have made some payment in GST PMT01. True or false? If my GST PMT02 is debited, that means I have utilized the ITC while making any payment liability. Now read it. Debit in electronic credit ledger and a credit in electronic liability register. Now we'll read it. Payment of all the liability of a registered person as per his return subject to section 49, 49A or 49B. Beta, in the return, I always show outward tax liability. So yes, for this, I can use my credit ledger. Have you understood the above 2 points? They are very easy. They are not typical. Have you understood? Perfect. We'll come over here. Now, let me rub a bit one. Okay, now we'll do the other one. See. In cash, GST. Yes, Abhijit. In cash by debit in electronic cash ledger. Now the next point. Answer. Okay. I've got a liability in GST PMT01. I've got a liability of say rupees 1 lakh of IGST. Okay. I already had a credit of IGST, say rupees in GST PMT02 for rupees 30,000 and no other credit available to pay. Then in that case, I have to deposit 70,000 in GST PMT05. Tell me, is that correct or not? Is that correct or not? Okay, now we'll use the word debit and credit. When my liability will increase, it would have been debited, right? But when I'm paying it off, it will be credited. It will be credited. Tell me, true? When my liability was increased, it was debited. But when I'm paying it off, it was debited. It was credited. Now, 30,000 by IGST and again credit 70,000 by cash ledger. True or false? See, this liability need to be completed. So I used 30,000 from my GST PMT02 and 70,000 from GST PMT05. True. If there they were credited, then here they will be, tell me, if there they were credited, here they will be debited. Have you people got it? Yes, that's what is written over here. Right? Now we'll read it. See, we'll read it. In cash, there it is. By debit, see, we've got it by debit in electronic cash ledger. Payment can be made in cash by debit in the cash ledger of taxpayer maintained on the common portal. Then the next. Debit in electronic cash ledger and credit in electronic liability register. See, debit in electronic cash ledger and credit in GST PMT01. So, Payment of all the liability of a registered person as per his return, subject to section 49 or 49A or 49B. Beta, you remember very well. GST 05 can be used for the payment of major head also and minor head also. So this covers the major head, the tax liability. Then this can also be used for the making payment of TDS under section 51, TCS under section 52 by e-commerce, also making payment of under reverse charge mechanism, also by making payment under composition scheme, or also for making payment under minor head. Have you people got this? That through cash ledger, you can make a payment of RCM, you can make liability of TDS, TCS, a composition dealer, and minor head also, which could not be used from GST PMT 02. True or false? Which could not be used from, yes, Avijit, true. This is what is written over here. True. Yes, yes, Vishaka. Now, we'll go ahead. This is a very simple chapter if you know the basic trick of debit and credit. Now, e-ledger and register. We are first talking about electronic cash ledger. It reflects all the deposit made in cash and TCS made account of the taxpayer. This ledger can be used for making any payment towards tax, interest, penalty, fees, any other amount due on account of GST. You already know, beta. Your TDS and TCS is reflected in GST PMT 05. That is cash ledger. The next one, we are talking about electronic credit ledger. It will reflect input tax credit of self-assessee on monthly basis. The credit of this ledger can be used to make payment of only tax of output tax and not other amounts such as interest penalties. You know that. Then liability register. Electronic liability register will reflect the total tax liability of taxpayer after netting off for the particular month. Yani after taking whatever returns and all are there after. Have you got it? Shall I proceed further? Shall I? We've got lot to do. Section 50 is left. Now, payment via credit, payment of tax via electronic ledger. Now let's make this also. Electronic cash ledger. Assume it is an account statement provided by the bank for easy understanding. When I started the class, I said electronic cash ledger is a liability of government. That's why it will always have a credit balance. Now, debit amount. Credit amount of this ledger may be used for payment of tax, interest, fees, etc. Then remaining credit balance amount after payment of above tax, etc. can be claimed as refund by taxable person. Beta, we are talking about GST PMT 05. Haan bhai. First of all, if you have any balance in GST PMT 05, make use for minor head also and major head also. Still left, you can claim a refund. Have you people got it? Still left, you can claim a refund. Right? Perfect. Now, credit amount. Any deposit made toward tax, interest, penalty, late fees via internet banking, RTGS, IMPS, fund transfer, TDS, TCS claimed. Let me ask it in another way. Your cash ledger will increase. That means a credit balance. By what means? Who will tell me? By what means my cash ledger will increase? How can I increase the cash ledger? Think and give me answer. Through online? Very good. Offline? TDS and TCS, since they are reflected in cash ledger. Have you people got it? Through payment. Payment made by GST PMT 06. RCM. Beta, RCM will be shown in credit. The payment I need to make. Dhanalakshmi, I need to pay RCM through cash ledger. I'm not talking about I need to make a payment. When I need to make a payment, that's a debit entry. I'm asking when will it increase? That's what I'm asking. Okay. Now, electronic credit ledger, debit amount. Again, I know this is a bit tricky. Credit ledger is GST PMT02. Again, this is a liability of government. Whenever it will increase, it will have a credit balance. Whenever it will decrease, it will have a debit balance. Now see, debit amount. Credit amount of this ledger may be used for the payment of output tax, IGST, but only major head, no minor head. How will it come? It will come input tax credit as self-assessed. In the return in the form IGST, CGST. Of course, it will come when I'll file my GSTR1. So it will be automatically there for you. Then, have you people understood? Have you people got the topic of debit and credit in these ledgers? Understood. Now, it's electronic credit ledger. Perfect. Debit entry. Credit ledger. Credit amount of this ledger may be used for the payment of output tax. Achha, this is same. This is same. I got it same done. Here we'll do it. Electronic liability register. It's an asset for government. Whenever it will increase, it will have a debit balance. Whenever it will decrease, it will have a credit balance. Now we'll do it. Amount payable towards tax interest fees, it will increase. It will have a debit balance. Tax or interest payable, it will increase, a debit balance. Other due, debit balance. And amount payable towards output tax, debit balance. How can we get them set off? Through cash ledger, credit, credit ledger, credit. Have you people got it? Now the last point. The most important section, section 50. The most important section, section 50. Okay, take a deep breath. Take a, I'm there only. Okay, for 1 minute, take a break. We'll talk for 1 minute, and in that, after that, I'll explain section 50. This is the last one. Avijit, ma'am, example of e-ledger, please. Beta, e-ledger liability. Okay. E-liability register. While I'm taking the questions, please have a 2 minutes silence so that you get what we have done, the concept of debit credit. After that, we'll take section 50. This is the last topic. Mehak, e-liability register. This is GST PMT01. It is the place where all my liabilities come, where all my liability come. Where will I get the liabilities from? Whatever outward supply I made. So GST on them is my liability. GST on them is my liability, and it will here be debited. If I have to pay under RCM, this I have to pay it through, this is my outward liability. RCM, no, don't take it for RCM. RCM is my inward. Okay, then outward liability. This is what I'm getting. If a proper officer make any kind of investigation on me and find some kind of supply which I missed, then also my outward tax will come. And here also I will have outward tax liability, right? Then I made some default, then on me interest, fees, penalties will be applicable on me. That will also be updated in my liability register. All this will have debit balance. Meg, have you got it? This is the way my liability register increases. Yes, and crystal clear. Perfect. Now, have you taken that 1 minute silence? Have you observed that 1 minute silence? After that, I'll explain you section 50. That's the last topic. Shall I start? Arey, why you are maintaining such a silence? No answers, no reply. Okay. Okay. Now, listen to me very carefully. What default can I make? Listen to me very carefully. What default can I make on which section 50 is applicable? Section 50 is applicable on certain default which a registered person make. Default number 1. Default number 1. I have not filed my return as well as not paid GST liability. Second, have filed return but not paid GST liability. Default number 3, wrongfully availed more ITC than eligible. First of all, tell me, have you understand these 3 points? What are the default? My first default, I did not file the GSTRs. I did not file the GSTR, and that to GSTR 3B. Yes, beta Vijay, that is 3B, right? I have not filed my GSTR 3B, nor I have paid tax. This is default number 1. Another one, I have filed my GSTR 3B, but I have not paid the tax. This is default number 2. And the third one, while filing the GSTR 3B and paying tax, I took and I availed the ITC which was not eligible to me. Have you understand these 3 default? Have you understood, beta? मोटा माटी एक बात समझा देती हूँ. For them, the rate of interest is 18%, and for this, the rate of interest is 24%. Have you understood the basic concept? For the above two, the rate of interest is 18%. And for the last one, the rate of interest is 24%. Yeah. Now we'll read it. There. Let me rub this out so that I can read it properly. There it is. Interest on delayed payment of tax. Tell me, which default am I talking about? Think about which default. See, there are 2. Interest payable on net. This is no. Okay, we are talking about this one. Interest on delayed payment of tax 1 and 2. Yes. If a person pays the unpaid amount on his own, interest rate is 18% per annum. See, it is saying if I'm making a payment which is after the due date and I'm making it my own self, then the rate of interest is 18%. Okay. Interest payable on net cash liability of taxes. Interest payable on tax declared and paid in GSTR 3B filed after due date. Now the question is, among 2, which one is this point? Among 2, which one is this point? The first one or a second point? Read it and tell me. File return. Beta, देखो ना. Interest payable on tax declared and paid GSTR 3B after the due date. Na beta. This is what the point is. This is point number 1. Have you understood? Abhijit, I will repeat it. Okay. See, my example is I need to file GSTR 3B on 20th of May. 20th of May. I did not file it. Rather, I filed it on 20th of June. I filed my GSTR of the month of May. Hana? Or we can say for the month of April. I need to file it on May, but I filed it in June. And then only I made the payment. Now tell me. First question, have I filed my return timely or it is delayed? Have I filed my return timely? No, I have not filed my return timely. Have I made the payment timely or it is also delayed? Have I made the payment timely or it is also delayed? It is also delayed. So I'm making 2 default. My first default is no timely filing of return. And my second default is no timely payment of tax. In that case, now understand, the interest rate will be 18% only. Whenever I pay tax, the interest rate will be 18%. What is the twist in it? The twist is, understand, my liability for the May month. My liability for the May month was rupees 1 lakh. Output tax liability was rupees 1 lakh. I had an ITC of rupees 80,000. The twist is I have to pay 20 interest on 20,000. The amount which I need to pay it from my cash ledger at the rate 18%. Okay? And the calculation will be in days. And the days will be following the date of the filing return. So it will be calculated from 21st. Have you understood it? Take it, understand it. Have you got this? I have to make an interest payment on net liability, which I need to pay it from my cash ledger because they assume that credit is already with government. Have you got this? Then I'll reread it. Number of days. Yes, beta, yes. Now see, I'll read it. There it is. See, interest payable on tax declared and paid in GST 3B filed after due date. So see, both of the default I committed. Now, tax paid through credit ledger, tax paid through cash ledger. I have to make the payment through using two ledgers, either cash or credit. Interest will be applicable only on the cash portion of tax. Have you people got what is the ultimate crux in it? I do not have to make the payment of interest on 1 lakh. Rather, I have to make the payment of interest on 20,000 net of ITC available. Have you got it? Have you people got it? Date count start from 21. Beta it will be started from 21 following the date. Have you people got it? 18%? Following the date till the date of payment. Yeah. My next default. Interest payable on gross tax liability. Interest payment. Vishakha, cash ledger paid interest की payment. हाँ विशाखा बिल्कुल फ्रॉम माई कैश लेजर द अमाउंट नीड टू बी पेड उसी पर इंटरेस्ट लगेगा परफेक्ट विशाखा नाउ थिंक द नेक्स्ट डिफॉल्ट थिंक अबाउट आई गिव यू आंसर आई हैव फाइल्ड द रिटर्न दिस कुड बी द रीजन ना देखो आई हैव फाइल्ड द रिटर्न बट आई हैव नॉट पेड द टैक्स दिस इज द सिचुएशन नंबर 2 करेक्ट और नॉट आई हैव फाइल्ड द रिटर्न ऑन ड्यू डेट but I have not paid the tax. Now read it. Interest payable on gross tax, where the return is furnished within due date. Now the case is, think, I have a liability of 1 lakh rupees and an ITC of rupees 80,000. In above case, we kept the interest on 20,000 only. But here, the interest will be applicable on 1 lakh rupees. What will be the time period? The time period will be calculated in days and it will be the date following the filing return till the actual payment. Abhijit, sometimes it do happen. Haan bhai, everyone, have you understood the point second? Everyone, have you understood the second point? Very, very, very important. See, again, Dhanalakshmi, I'll explain it again. But in terms of interest, 18%, two mistakes can be committed by me. I'll take it like this. Two mistakes will be committed by me. My first mistake, I did not file the return. My first mistake, I did not file the return. And my second mistake, I did not also pay the tax on it. In that case, I'll be liable on 18%. I will be liable with interest at the rate 18%. On which amount? The net of amount. The liability minus credit ledger. I'll be available on that. Now, my second mistake. I filed the return, but I did not pay the tax. In that case, I have to pay the interest at the rate 18%, but not on cash net liability, but only on the gross liability, which was there in my liability register. Have you got it? Have you got it? Yes, this is what the point is. Ha, beta. Yes, Sridhar. Anna? Then we have third point, the last one, right? Interest payable due to wrong availment or utilization of ITC. ITC availed but not utilized. Beta, this could be 2 point also. Think. First, I'll say, I have taken GSTR. I have taken a credit in GSTR 2B, say rupees 1 lakh. Please understand. Have I availed the GST? Yes, I have availed the GST. It's there in my GSTR 2B, but I have not used while making the payment in electronic liability register. चोरी करी है, पर चोरी वाला माल अभी बेचा नहीं है. That means I have taken an ineligible credit, but I have not utilized it. So सरकार कहती है no interest liability. Have you understood? I took a block credit. Example, I took a block credit. It's there appearing in my GSTR 2B. It's there appearing. But I have not used it while making any tax liability. Okay. There is a credit in my, I'll explain it. There is a credit of rupees 1 lakh in my GST PMT02. Okay, which I took it from GSTR 2B. Though it was not eligible. But the twist is it was not the eligible one. It's there in the GSTR PMT02. I have not yet used it. Tell me, will I be punished for it? The answer is no. No interest liability because it's there only in accounts. You have not used it. Have you people got it? Have you people got it? I have not used it. Okay, next thing. ITC availed as well as utilized. This time I did something blunder. I had a credit of 1 lakh rupees, but rather than keeping it in the credit ledger, I have used it. In this case, interest from the date of utilization till date of reversal will be applicable on me. In that case, the interest will be applicable from what date? From the date of utilizing the wrong availment and till the reversal entry for that is made. Have you got this? Everyone, have you got this? Perfect. Now, transfer of input tax credit. Okay? This we have already done. See, ITC of CGST. We've done this. If you have ITC of CGST still left, use it for the payment of IGST. Amount so equivalent to ITC, so used is transferred by central government from SGST account to IGST account. This is very simple. If I'm using the ITC of CGST to make the payment of IGST, then what will happen? Government, that is by central government, will transfer such amount in the account of central government only, but for the IGST account. Have you got this? It's an easy one. Now, same thing. ITC of IGST. Abhijit have asked a question. Please answer everyone. CGST can be used for IGST. Tell me, true or false? CGST credit can be used to make a liability payment of IGST. Yes, true. But not of SGST. True or false? But not of SGST. Yes, true. But not of IGST. Perfect. Now we'll go ahead. See. Used for credit of IGST is used for making payment of CGST. Then the credit of IGST will be given to the state government. See, amount equivalent to ITC so used will be transferred by central IGST account to CGST UTGST account. See, there it is. It's 2, but it should be payment to, yes. If we are using this IGST to make the liability, pay the liability of CGST, then IGST will be given to CGST. And if you are using this amount to pay UTGST, then the amount will be paid into the credit of UTGST. And last, if you are using the IGST for SGST, then center will give the credit to state government. Amount equivalent to ITC so used is transferred by central government from IGST account to the representative state government account of the state government. Have you got this? It's an easy one, na beta. If IGST is used to make a liability of SGST, यहाँ से पैसा निकलेगा और यहाँ पहुंच जाएगा. That's it, it says. CG. Yes, yes. Transfer the ITC. Yes, Abhijit. Only central government do all this. Now, the last. The practical question. This is the last. After that, if time is there, I'll give you more of practical questions. Okay. Everyone. Mr. A has deposited a sum of rupees 30,000 and a minor head of interest column. For the major head IGST, we've understood. Under IGST, we need to pay interest. So we've deposited using GST PMT 06, 30,000 rupees. At the time of filing GST 3B of a particular period, he noticed that there is no sufficient amount under the minor head. Sridhar, okay. Anna? Tax towards payment of 30,000. He approaches with a consultant. Mr. A was guided to deposit the tax amount under proper head of account and a claim of refund for the remittance of amount deposited under head interest. Examine the relevant provision. I'll explain it in an easy language. That's the major head of IGST and that's a minor head of IGST. I deposited amount of 30,000 in a minor head. But later on, I discovered that my liability was a major head, right? My liability was of major head. My accountant advised me out, you can't cross-utilize them. So, again, pay through challan and claim a refund of this amount. Tell me, is the advice given by accountant true or wrong? Correct or wrong? Yes, it is wrong. It could be easily be used for the adjustment. The only thing is you have to file GST PMT 09. Yes, that's the only thing. It's an intra-head adjustment allowed. Now, next one. ABC and company have defaulted in filing the return under section 39, which is 3B of the Act 2070 for the month of March within the specified due date. Okay. So the problem is I have not filed March return. Perfect. Reason for such delay is attributable to delay in the closure of books of March. What reason did I give? Because my books were not yet finalized, which have been finalized during May, and in the May it was finalized. The GST Common Portal prompted for the payment of late fees under section 47 of CGST Act for a sum of rupees 2,000. Okay, for a sum of rupees 2,000 under CGST, SGST each. Okay, though the cost it is not there, but let's read what it want to say. Since I have not filed the return timely, I got a levy of fees under section 47 on me. That's okay. Next, accountant of Messrs ABC Company sought your confirmation for the payment of such late fees through the balance available in electronic credit ledger. Give your guidance in this regard. Tell me, can we use electronic credit ledger? Yes, the answer is no, cannot. For this, only cash ledger has to be utilized since it's a minor head liability. Perfect. We can say, yes, beta Sushmita, only GST PMT 05. Then the next one is, Suhasini is a registered software consultant. Perfect. On account of her ill health, she could not provide any service during the month of October. Done. However, she had incurred all the expenses related to her office. It's not a nil return. She paid 75,000 to various vendors. Perfect. The total input tax involved in the goods and service procured by her is 13,500. Out of which total bill paid by her, out of the total bill paid by her, one bill of 15,000 related to security service availed for security of her office, the tax on which is payable under reverse charge and input tax involved in such bill is 27,000. Okay, bye. This is what my output tax liability is. Tax involved. I had a credit of 13,500, but at the same time, I have a liability of RCM also. Tell me, the RCM shall be paid using? The RCM shall be paid using? Yes, yes. Perfect. Now we'll read it. Suhasini is of opinion that for the month of October, no GST is payable from electronic cash ledger as she has a sufficient balance of ITC for the payment of GST and a reverse charge of security service. Do you think Suhani is right? No. Explain with the reason, assuming the provision of 86B are not applicable. Is she used to have a payment? You have written, everyone have written the answer. Yes. She has to use a cash ledger, which is GST PMT 05, because RCM can be paid only using cash ledger. Yes, yes, Abhijit, 86 is 99%. They are saying ignore that out. That have been properly been opted. Have you people understood the whole chapter? Have you people understood? Shall I, is there any left? We've got 7 minutes. Do you have any query? You can ask me out. You've got any query? Ask me out. Otherwise, I'll give you something. Yes, yes, yes. Ask. Easy. Ma'am, yes, it's a very easy chapter. 2 section 49 and 50. First, you people ask. Acha, Sridhar have asked me, ma'am, please explain 53. Okay. With an interest, with example. Okay. This is what I also wanted to do. Let's just do it in a quick recap. Beta, we are talking about section 50. I take it over here. Anna? We're talking about section 50. You people calculate the interest, right? My return was for the month of May. My return was for the month of May. It has to be filed. We are talking about GST R3B. It has to be filed by 20th June. It has to be filed by 20th June. My liability, I'm writing in a short form. My liability was rupees 1 lakh, whereas my ITC, eligible ITC was rupees 80,000. Okay? The first issue, I did not file GST R3B on 20th June. I did not file. But when did I file? I filed it on 10th of July. I filed it on 10th of July. Tell me, is any filed along with payment of tax? Tell me, if the interest is applicable, then on what amount? First question, if the interest is applicable, then on what amount? Very good, on 20,000 rupees. Very good, 20,000 rupees. What will be the interest rate? 18%. What will be the interest rate? 18%. From where we'll calculate the interest? What will be the date? We'll calculate it from 21 June to 10th July. Beta, how many days do it take? Can anybody count it for me? From 21st June, 20 days into 20 divided by 365. Can anybody tell me the answer? Yes, perfect. You've told it's 10 days, 20 days, right? Tell me the answer. If the right, it is 20 days or not? 197.260. Perfect. Have you people got it? Have you people got the example 1? Shall I proceed to example 2? Shall I proceed to example 2? Everyone got it. Perfect. Same example. What I did? I filed GSTR3B on 20th June. I filed, but I did not pay the liability. No payment of liability. Now tell me, on what amount the interest will be applicable under section 50? Very good. It will be applicable on 1 lakh. It will be applicable on 1 lakh. What will be the rate? 18%. And the above thing is common. 365, 2, right? So this is, yes, it becomes 986.30. Nutshell, can we say it's better? If you're not paying the tax, don't file the return also. Can I say that? In nutshell, if you're not paying the tax, don't file the return also. True, na? Okay, next. I'll give you one more example. Okay, this is 24% one. But just take it. See, easy. One more example. Because that's an ITC and an eligible ITC. This is an eligible ITC. Perfect. Hana? This is I'm talking about eligible ITC. So we've got a white. Okay. This is ineligible. Ineligible ITC. This is the second point, and that's my tax liability. Okay, and we are talking about different months. Okay, let me rub it. I'm not liking. And I'm talking about different months. Ma'am, I don't understand why that I have not filed return and been forgot to pay. Vedant, that's true. But they have made provision for everything. That's true. Okay, that's a month of May, that's a month of June, and the last one. That's a month of July. Now, let's do it. It's a tricky one and it's a good one also. Interest under section 50 on 50. That's it. Okay. My eligible ITC is 1 lakh rupees. My ineligible ITC is 20,000 rupees. Right. And my tax liability is 1 lakh rupees. Now tell me, did I used it? I used my eligible ITC and I made the tax liability payment. Tell me, will the interest be applicable on me? Will the interest? No. Because the 20,000 amount I availed, but I did not utilized. Have you got it? Though I availed, but I have not utilized, right? Have you people got it? No, section 50. Okay. Next. My eligible ITC is 1 lakh. My ineligible ITC is 20,000. I made a tax liability of 120 after availing both the amount. Now tell me, will the interest under section 50 will be available on me? Yes. Yes. On which amount? Yes. It will be applicable to me on 20,000. From which date? Ma'am, where the input wrongly availed. Yes, beta. Yes. Okay. From which date? When I availed, or I say when I utilized the credit. When I utilize the wrong credit. Till what? Till I reverse it. Have you people got it? Yes, date of utilization. So there it is. It's a very simple one. It's a very simple. Section 50 is not. The only issue with us is filing return and payment. Both default or one default. That makes a bit tricky. That's it. Shall we end the class, or if you have doubt, you can ask me out. If you people have any doubt, you can ask me. I'll explain. Sushmita, 47 is for the filing of return, beta. That's a penal provision. And this is interest. And that's a penalty. Whereas, Sushmita have asked me, ma'am, what's the difference between section 47 and 50? 47 is penalty for delay in filing return. Right? And this is an interest amount. Interest is always on the amount, whereas penalty is fixed amount. Yes. Sometimes they also charge 24%. So that's why I did not wrote that interest amount. है ना? Yes, beta. राजस्थान में विंटर भी होता है. हाँ हर्षल, बहुत अच्छा वाला विंटर होता है. Yes, we got temperature in 1 or 2. Yes, होता है. In exam, from challan, any question comes like write down the challan aspect? No. In exam, what we expect is you can get a liability of this interest, 18% one, right? You can have the next what in GST, they can ask you cash ledger can be used for making which payments, this could be there. Then they'll ask you how the head is divided and where you can use these heads. So this is what from the basic class they ask you. Very important, order of set off. The previous, the current, and the section 73, 74, and 74A. This could be asked. Please tell me the presentation of answer. Beta, be to the point. Yes. Be precise. Don't write too much. Be to the point. Rest. Follow the module, the study mat available to you. The way they write it, that should be the answer. Go through RTPs and MTPs. Achha, OMG, my place. Winter is also, you've got a nice place then. Anna, we've got extreme hot, we've got extreme cold. Though you can't say extreme, but for us it's extreme. Yes, Mehak. Thank you very much. Shall we end up the class? Thank you, ma'am, for your time and guidance. That's my duty, beta. Thank you, ma'am. This is the best thing recorded. I could attend live. Okay. Such a good compliment. Answer, provision, fact, conclusion. No, beta. Somebody asked me, please be here. Samiran have asked me. Samiran, ma'am, it's like answer, provision, fact, conclusion. Do we have to follow the same aspect? Not exactly like that. Be to the point, right? Anna? Very true. Don't go in a best lectures. Wow. Thank you, Harshal. That's a compliment to me. Today I've got so many compliments. Anna, very interesting session. Wow. I'm feeling so wonderful. So many compliments to me. Okay, shall we wind up? All the best from my side. Please, very important. Do revise. Don't go through other books. Doesn't make any sense. Rather, go with your study material, the ICAI given, and go into the multiple times. And make sure you have multiple revision. The key to success is having multiple revision, right? Samir and I will. Definitely, I need to visit Assam. Hana? But how will I find Samiran there, right? Shall I wind up the class now? Okay. Hana, take care, everyone. Important study. Abhijit, MTP, RTPs are for the practice, right? Yes, they are important, but you can't compare it with study mat. In study mat, you've got the details. Whereas in MTP, RTPs, you've got a practical, the practice aspect. Hana? Okay, so don't compare each other. But for practical aspect, yes, MTP, RTPs, model test paper, we've provided you with the 8 model test paper and case base also. Yes, Mehak, Paka, I will. Hana, shall we end up? Okay, thank you, Gayatri. Thank you, everyone.
Recording stopped.